exposed about Chrisean Rock. I don't feel like she's that in tune with her son. She'd rather be out partying than to be sitting up there dealing with him and his health issues. Does Chrisean Rock abused Chrisean Jr.? What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing today? So, in the past, a lot of times people have criticized Chrisean Rock's parenting when it comes to Chrisean Jr. Everything from his health issues to how he got that way. Chrisean Rock has been under a lot of scrutiny for it. There was a recent video, I think, of her saying, "Watch this," and she put her hand up to Junior, and it seemed like he was extremely afraid. This has led people to believe that maybe Chrisean Rock is beating on her son if she's abusing the baby. That's what I thought I would look into today in this video. Let's see if Chrisean Rock is abusive to her son, Chrisean Jr. Now, y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we got that disclaimer out the way, let's get these cards shuffled and let's see if Chrisean Rock abuses her son. Alright, so I was shuffling the cards and the Eight of Cups in reverse jumped out. I feel like she does a lot of escapism and I feel like she feels like she can't escape the situation. I wonder if she feels trapped in being a mother. Let's pull the rest of the cards and let's see if we get the answers that we seek. So here you go. You got the Page of Pentacles. She's still very young-minded. You know what I mean? Let me see here. I feel like she got a substance abuse issue, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards, and some legal issues. I am seeing some childhood abuse or a history of childhood abuse or something like that. I don't know if it's between her or the baby. Let's pull some more cards and let's see what Spirit says. Alright, so as I look over the cards, what I'm seeing is that Chrisean Rock, I don't think she enjoys being a mother. I'm going to just say it's plain out. I think that she more so values her relationship with Blueface more than she does value her son. Allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards, she's more focused on that relationship than trying to be a parent to her son. I feel like the authorities are starting to get involved. You know what I mean? Because they feel like he's not thriving the correct way. It's like for some reason I'm seeing failure to thrive with Junior. But like I said, stuff is starting to get exposed about Chrisean Rock. You know what I mean? All she cares about is what she wants, and I'm seeing a substance abuse issue allegedly from what I'm seeing in the cards. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying a substance abuse issue, and I feel like when she gets intoxicated, she does stuff that she later regrets. I'm seeing that there is possibilities of child abuse. I'm seeing that, and I'm getting a couple different cards indicating that. First of all, you got the Six of Cups in reverse, which talks about some kind of childhood trauma or childhood abuse, and then you got the Page of Cups in reverse, which means it's talking about a childish, immature person that can't keep their emotions to themselves and severe child abuse. You know what I mean? I feel like this has been on multiple occasions, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards. I'm seeing that she does end up feeling remorseful sometimes because she makes poor decisions when she's intoxicated. Plus, she's more concerned about that man that she wants to be her husband. I think Blueface is what this is referring to. I feel like the authorities are going to step in eventually and deem her an unfit mother. This is what I'm seeing allegedly. Let me see here. I feel like she tries to give this image like she's this happy mother, she's this happy family, she's just caring and so in tune with her son when that's not the, I don't feel like that's the case. I don't feel like she's that in tune with her son. I feel like it's a lot of times she's in her own head, she's in her own delusions. She doesn't give the boy the proper attention, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards, the proper attention and the proper care that he needs. You know what I mean? To thrive. I don't feel like she works with him good enough, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards. Her emotions are always all over the place. Let me see here. Yeah, I think of anything, she's ruining that boy worse, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards. I feel like there's going to be some kind of a legal battle, like the courts is going to step in with that boy, allegedly. From what I'm seeing in the cards, Chrisean Rock can be moody. she gets into her moods, you know what I mean? And I feel like she does things like, bully him sometimes, the baby. This is, I mean, he's not growing right. He's not growing properly. You know what I mean? There's neglect along with the abuse. It's not just childhood abuse, it's childhood neglect too. A lot of it's neglect, but there are times when things get physical a little bit, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards. She bullies him. You know what I mean? She just, I don't think she, like I said, it's usually when she's under the influence of something, but she bullies him. There's times where she puts him in isolation for too long of a period of time, like i.e. his crib. You know what I mean? She might leave him in his crib all day because she's high. I'm gonna just tell the truth. You know what I mean? She's high and she's going through one of her fits. I think that she didn't really want the child. She just thought that the child will hold on to Blueface, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards. And then I feel like she's dealing with a lot of mental health challenges. You know what I mean? She gets into her moods where she's very pessimistic. And, you know, I just feel like she confines the boy a lot of times, too. Let me see here. I'm seeing a lot of negativity in these cards. This is what I'm feeling. I'm seeing in these cards. She's she has a very codependent mentality. She's in her own head. She's going through her own mental issues, and sometimes it gets too much. It gets overwhelming for her, and she sometimes takes it out on the baby. Like I said, she does feel remorse afterwards, but she's a little too selfish and self-centered to be able to love this boy properly. Allegedly, I don't feel like there is a lot of love there for the child. You know what I mean? It's more for the father than it is for the child. If anything, I think she feels like the baby takes away too much of her time and attention and stuff like that, allegedly. Like she's more mad because Blueface don't want to be with her, even though she's telling him she had his child. And he's skeptic towards that. She makes a lot of foolish decisions when it comes to this child. Like, I'm getting a feeling that this child is a burden to her, allegedly. You know what I mean? I feel like she feels overburdened by the responsibilities of motherhood. All alleged what I'm seeing in the cards. She don't think that the baby that she created is that sacred to her. You know what I mean? If anything, she feels like she's lost a lot by having to be his mother. This is what she feels like. Let me see here. You got believe, you got hell, you got intention. I think that she don't even believe he would get better anyway, but she be trying to make other people think he's gonna get better. She knows he has a bunch of health problems and stuff like that, so she tries to act like, oh, I love my baby and he's good and nothing wrong with him. Like I said, this girl lives in her head a lot. You know what I mean? She's delusional. She doesn't really stand up for reality, allegedly. You know what I mean? Her own family, I feel like they wonder about her and her parenting style. Like they just feels like she's just yeah out there and stuff like that. I feel like in her head, I don't know. I don't know what this girl's head because she's kind of consumed with other stuff like loving on Blueface or worrying about what he's doing. You know what I mean? The boy is still having trouble communicating and walking and things like that. This is what I'm seeing. Um, I feel like he's weak. He doesn't have the physical strength of a 2 year old that he's supposed to have. And I think it's something wrong with his memory. Like I just think that there are things wrong with the boy, and she tries to disguise it, and pretend like it's nothing going on, it's nothing wrong. You know what I mean? She's just living in her own head, and plus she desires her own freedom anyway. She'd rather be out partying than to be sitting up there dealing with him and his health issues. This is what I feel like for her. It's like what she's telling us on camera. It's not the way it is behind the scenes. This is what I'm getting. You know what I mean? She has a lot of scattered energy. She has a lot of. She just. How can I say this about her? She's in her head. She's delusional. She's just wayward, allegedly, from what the cards are saying. She thinks that she's keeping this a secret, not realizing everybody already sees this, that boy needs a whole lot of care. and she doesn't give him half of the care or protection that he needs. There are things this boy needs that she's not being able to provide, allegedly, from what I'm seeing in the cards. She needs to get, from what the cards are saying, she needs to be kinder to her son. She needs to stop trying to put fear into him and start getting serious about taking care of him and develop that motherly instinct. This is what the cards are saying, because I don't feel like she has that right now. Allegedly, like I said, you know, everything's alleged. Tell me what you guys think, though. Do you guys think that Chrisean Rock is abusive to her son and neglectful to him? Do you think that, CPS is eventually going to step in and get involved in this? Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Love you, my babies. Have a good one.